I mean, well, my phone says 9:30. If I get IT to change my phone, I can do it.
Strike the salary
Okay,
budget.
we're gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. It is Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Do you have any minutes and reports?
I do not.
Okay, I think we will forego our different events and things like that. I doubt anything's changed.
I don't know, I got the Christmas card from the sheriff, I want to thank him for putting Dallas Cowboys car on there, it's pretty cool.
Every little bit
Colors,
counts for them.
Nice star, they need as much help as they can get right now.
Okay, so we will move into bids and contracts. The renewal of property casualty and liability for 2025, we are tabling till tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. So we will go to approval and signing of ARPA agreement, IAA interagency agreement.
I'm sorry, I just gave it to Jill to review. This is something new that Forbes came up with through the requirements of the ARPA, that if we had money that was intergovernment from one department to another, and that still wasn't obligated by 12/31, that this would take care of the obligation between the ARPA money and that particular department. So I'll probably go ahead and put that on the next agenda.
Okay.
Well, the agenda's not that long.
No,
And hey, if it works, it works for me.
yeah.
Usually.
Is that just ours or is it everybody?
It's really just your department, and this is under that 5 million umbrella. It's not anything else that can be used for. So it's basically, again, it's an intergovernment between the county commission and public works. And it's a budget amount that's higher than what's out there for the stormwater projects. So we won't have any problem with, any money left, because there's more projects than money left, if that makes sense. And I think on there's attachment of the projects that Eric gave me and the total. So it basically just protects the money so that it wouldn't have to go back.
Doing this is pretty helpful for us. We had a project that was kind of a backup. As I've explained, we've had difficulties getting through the bureaucratic process with the Corps of Engineers for the primary projects we've been trying to do with these funds. It's just gonna take a while to get through that process. We had a backup project, that's the Lakewood Stormwater Project. We could have advertised it at the beginning of the year. We would have opened December 27th, and it was cramming everything in last minute. We didn't really feel comfortable. Debbie came to us and said, hey, we got a way to not do that, make sure we do it right. Gives us the ability to go into 2025 to award a contract. So this will be pretty helpful for us, and we can still award that contract. It'll just be sometime, we'll bid it in January or February.
I'll make a motion that the commission sign the Cole County Interagency Agreement, the IAA, between the commission and the Public Works Department, as advised by Forbes, our consultant on the ARPA funding.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, new business. Second and final reading of budget adjustment number 13.
This is for $50,000. It's the EMS Enterprise Fund for additional fees that they brought in. So I do need action today.
I'll make a motion to approve budget adjustment number 13 for the EMS Enterprise Fund for $50,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, discussion and approval of access control proposal for Public Works facility.
So 2 weeks ago at the county commission meeting, we brought an idea to you. As we've been working on replacing the concrete pavement at our lot there at the shop, we've had to take the gate down. There is a little bit of reworking of the gate to reinstall it. We got to cut a new detector loop in. At that while we're doing that, now is the time to look at ultimate upgrades to the system. I explained that right now there's a number that you punch in to get in the gate, and that hasn't changed since 2018 or so when we installed it. So that number's out there, not the best, most secure situation. Worked with Brian. He was able to get us in contact with SWC that does security for most of the county facilities. And I had them come out last week. They gave us a proposal, and so what this will do, it will add access control to the main building and the second building at the complex there at Monticello Road. It will also add access control to the gate. So anybody coming in, you won't punch in a number. The number pad will be there as an emergency backup, and only, we'll change the number, and like myself and maybe other sheriff and EMS director may know the code, so it'd be very minimal who knows that code, and we can change it any time. But primary access would be through a similar system to getting into the doors here in the building. Just swipe it at the gate and it'll open kind of like it is now, and can close behind you, or it can stay open. We can program it to stay open during the day. It'll open automatically. As far as the doors go to the shop and the secondary shop, same thing. We can program those to be open during normal working hours. They'll shut, or they'll lock after that. Program them on holidays to be not open. There's a lot of programming capabilities there. We can do it remotely if we have to. The benefit to sheriff and EMS and anybody that needs to access the fuel pumps after hours is they can go inside the building if they need to just take a break, if it's really cold out or something, or use the restroom facilities or whatever, they would have access to that. And we would know who's coming and going. It doesn't give them access to the whole building because that's locked and under it's a emergency alarm, a security alarm. So, but the main areas where they would need to be able to use would be accessible. So, got the rough cost, not rough, some of it's a proposal. So SWC, their proposal is $27,430.30. And then Williams Gate Services to come back in and reset everything and set the keypad or the swipe pad will have an upper and a lower for the larger trucks, plus cars and pickups on a lower, like what the one is right now. Their cost is $4,688.77. When we do the striker plates for the security system, we need to upgrade some of our doors. Some of our doors have been there since the building was built, or buildings were built, and so there's 3 doors that we would replace, and they're pretty solid, heavy-duty steel doors with door jamb and threshold and everything. And so estimated about $2,000 each, could be a little more, probably not less. So overall, the net cost is $38,000 and some change. SWC indicated to me that they could start 8 to 10 weeks once we sign a proposal, so it's into next year. I asked that this be put on the budget last minute, or put on the agenda last minute yesterday, because this does have budget implications going forward. So just some decisions need to be made as far as if we're going to do it, and if we are, what budget it comes out of, and then also, or as far as this year or next year, and then what fund it comes from. I will say Williams Gate, they are going to be here Thursday or Friday to start resetting the gate. Everything should be back and operational as it was before by Monday. Concrete's down, it'll be open by Monday. So I think the gate company, they could have that ready by Monday as well. So that would be an expense we would incur this year, but all the security stuff and access and everything would be next year. So I think I gave you about as much information as I know. Brian, Sheriff, do you have anything to add?
No, I concur, you need it, I'm all for it.
Well, I talked to SWC yesterday, just to kind of see where that number was coming from. And there's a lot of labor that's gonna go into getting the doors outfitted for the access control and things like that. The gate, the programming, because you're not just doing the one facility, you're doing 2, right? You're doing the sign shop, what they call the sign shop out back. And then the main facility, and then the gate. So after we kind of went through the quote, I didn't have any heartburn with it. The technician that actually went through and did the survey, site survey we've dealt with for longer than I've been here, and he's always pretty much been spot on. And the reason why I like this idea is because it's actually something that we can help administer. You can have a local admin out there on your side, but then we can also have a high flyover ability. So, and it does integrate fully with our current system.
Are we the only building that does not have access control like this?
No, there are others that do not have access
Okay.
control, yeah.
But-
But since I've been here, I've been migrating the buildings over to our security system. So the health department has the same system. EMS, both buildings have the same system. The sheriff has his own because of the, what he has going on over there with the jail and everything.
It works sometimes.
Well,
Is this on some type of contract?
yeah, this is actually just an extension of our current, what we have our current agreement. So we already buy things from SWC, so we're just adding on to that. We're not, this is not anything new. This is something that we're literally adding doors and,
So we own the software, we're just adding more licensing
Right.
to it?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we currently already have that agreement in place with them. We're just adding licensing.
So would we need to run a sole source or something for
Yeah.
that, Jill?
Yes. Because this isn't in the current agreement. Kind of like you do when you add on a Century. don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured we'd probably do something like that.
So if you look at this, so what I provided at the very end is the proposal for Williams Gate. And that would be, that's $4,688.77, so we can process that one. This one, if we do the sole source and sign the proposal first of the year or something, it only pushes us back a few weeks, so
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem,
They'll get it done.
yeah.
I would say in that particular case, I would just ask for the sole source approval today.
Okay.
Is that what you would do? Yeah.
Need a motion for that?
Yeah.
Make a motion to advertise this improvement and do the sole source publication.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we reached,
Motion on the gates or no?
On the gate, I do have a proposal here. Again, it's $4,688.77.
That would have to be done either way, as far as the system is.
I mean, it's under, we don't need to do sole source on this because
No.
it's under,
But I mean, you would do the gates no matter what.
we have to do the gates, yeah. They're coming Thursday. So,
Do you need some approval on that or not?
I mean,
probably.
Do you want it out of the county sales tax?
I don't remember, what did we take the original gate out of?
Who was the vendor?
It was Williams Gate Services.
Sorry, you said that.
They put it in originally too. I know we're maxed out on our highway maintenance facility budget line item. I think we added a little more money to cover the concrete work that we have right now. So if we're gonna take it out of the 211, we'll have to just account for that extra
Did
funds.
you ever do the nickel charge per
Yes.
gallon?
Yes.
None of this will get paid for before the end of the year.
True,
right?
yeah, so,
I just assume not do any budget adjustment,
okay,
any more budget adjustment for this year, it's not gonna get paid for, because we do cash basis budgeting, so. Got a lot more adjustments to close out the year already.
Right.
But,
You guys paid for it, $154,925.
is that highway maintenance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Back in 19, I mean, you've made some other payments, but you guys did do that.
So we'll just keep that like it is. Security, that could be
A whole different
a
thing.
whole different thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would ask for approval of this proposal. I will say that it's a digital signature, so I can get that document to you, Sam, to sign it. And I'll send it to Jill too. But if you just want to,
Prove that estimate.
yeah, it doesn't print out very good. That's, if you notice, it's a little, yeah, the formatting was weird.
For the wording, let it-
So what are you doing on the steel door replacement? Because that's over the,
Yeah, we'll, those, we won't have those in until next year, so we can just take that out of our highway maintenance facility. And when we get to talking about budget, I do have some numbers in there. That was one that we asked for a little more funding last week for, so we can discuss that shortly.
Okay, so you just need a sole source for the SWC and then approval for the Williams Gates
Mhm.
today.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the Williams Gate Services LLC estimate, authorize Public Works to pay $4,688.77 for that product.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
You're gonna sign
Now,
it
what do you
digital.
say, I'm gonna do a DocuSign. Or, do you need? or
I'll
just-
send it to Jill,
Is
and
that
Jill,
enough?
if you wanna work with Sam to get that signed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and, go ahead and sign the hard copy and give it to Matt for the clerk's office records,
okay.
just so they have evidence that you approved it and signed it.
Okay, I'll just sign it, so there's no place to sign it, so I'll just sign it at the bottom and.
Sure.
Okay, do we have anything else to come before us before we go into the budget?
You guys close.
Closed session.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
I would do that.
Okay, yes. I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Let's see this.
So what is the close?
It's,
Secret. It's a secret.
I'll make a motion that pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri, the commission will go into closed session to discuss the following. Real estate, under section 610.021 subsection 2.
Okay, I'm gonna second, but can we do this after we're done with budget, since we have everybody here, or has this gotta be done now?
I think it has to be done. Is that,
this,
Eric,
this is what.
it's Eric Lindner.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I was asking, so it's the,
We
I
can
know what you're
quick-
talking about now, so is
Okay.
this,
right. Yes,
Will it take a long time?
No.
you,
It should.
this will not take long.
I've heard
Okay.
that before.
Well, just remember, we're all standing outside.
Yes,
Get a
we
cup
got
of
it.
coffee.
Did you say, okay, roll call, please. Yes.
I was
Yes.
really- I did, but I think maybe you should just run a computer. Is that how you run?